Hey guys, welcome back. I am so excited that you have decided to come back and check out my channel and see what else you can learn from me. This is an exciting episode because I want to teach you guys how to do print on demand. This is something that is super fun, and if you are somebody who is creative or just has that creative itch, this could be the side hustle for you. So I'm just going to show you the basics, kind of walk you through how to start it, and then you can dive in and you can learn and you can start to see the creative process and see the things that you can create. So you want to start in Canva to create your document, not your document, your t-shirt. So I just went into Canva and typed t-shirt, and it gives you Canva templates, and it kind of lets you see if there's anything that kind of grabs your attention. I'm just going to come over here and create blank t-shirt because we want to create our own design. So obviously it's going to still show you more templates to kind of see if anything maybe grabs your attention or gives you ideas. But again, you want to be creative and create things that are your own. You don't want to create something that somebody else has and resell it. That's not how print on demand works, especially with Canva, especially with things that say pro. You don't want to resell those things that are in pro unless you make changes to it and have multiple of those items. You need to have multiple pro images together before you even think about selling something. You can't have it exactly as it is and then sell it. That's not how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create something from scratch. So I'm going to come over here to elements. I already have a design in mind. Um, I'm wanting kind of like a crazy character. I don't know if what I want is going to come to mind. Um, Silly cartoon. Let's see if they can think of, like, I have it in my mind. I know what I want. And sometimes you're going to have that. You're going to be like, I know kind of what I want, but I don't know like how to say it. So come over here and kind of look and see if there's something that grabs your attention. See if there's something that you really like or maybe could kind of stick with. This is kind of what I'm going for, but what I'm wanting is want something with arms and legs because I need to have the ability for it to grab another thing because that's kind of what I'm going to piece my content on. And I'm showing you this from scratch. Like I literally just came up with an idea before I hopped on here because I want this to be an authentic training. Like I want you to see the whole freaking process and understand how it works. Okay, this is kind of cute. I kind of like this. Okay. That's a big coffee cup. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. So that way the coffee cup doesn't look so, I want it to be kind of proportional, but I want it to be a big coffee cup. And then I want to create the words coffee, coffee, coffee. So I'm going to put in there and see if it comes in with any, I kind of like this. I like the bright pink. So let's go coffee. And then we're going to duplicate it. And we're going to duplicate it again. Kind of what I'm going for. I don't know if I don't really like I don't like the font. Once I put it on there, I don't like it, so I'm going to change it. I want kind of big and bulky animated letters. So we're going to come over here to text. And I'm going to go through the font combinations that are already here to see if there's anything that I like. But I have in mind what I like and what I want. And that's what you're going to do is you're going to come into this with a lot of things in mind, and you're just going to go through the creative process when you figure out, and you're going to figure out what you want as you go. Okay, I think I like this. Let's try it. All right, now move it up here so we can see it a little easier. And we're going to type in plus. Click it. We're going to make it bigger. We're going to make it the bright pink. Oop, not that one. That one. I think we want to make it a little bit bigger. And as you're going to notice when you do this, it's going to have kind of like an outline around it. And that's going to give you the size that you need to stick with for a t-shirt design. You need to stay within those parameters for when you transfer it to create the t-shirt, so it stays in the place that it needs to stay in, so it prints properly and it doesn't look funny. Perfect. I think am I still in the box? Yep, perfect. Right in line. That's exactly the way I want it. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna name it. Then I'm gonna come over here and click share, and then click download. Now, with these types of designs, because you're gonna do something with the design, you need to save it twice. I actually save it 3 times, and I'm gonna explain the third one to you as I do it. So I'm just gonna save it just as a regular document, regular PNG first. I'm gonna let it download. Then I'm gonna come over and click download again, and I'm gonna click transparent background. This is only a pro option, so you need, if you're gonna do these kinds of things, you need to have Canva Pro, because you want to have that transparent background, so when you go to the next step to put it on the t-shirt for your print on demand, that it works properly and it has a smooth, transparent background, and it only shows the things that you want it to see. So it only shows the coffee, 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 and the bunny with the coffee. That's all you want to make sure it shows up when you transfer it to the t-shirt. So you'll see that when we go to the next step. And then I click download. And then this is a step you don't have to do, but because people like to take these prints to their boutiques and things like that, I save it as an SVG as well, so you can sell the print. You don't have to sell it as just the t-shirt. You can sell t-shirts and you can sell the print itself. That way, in case a boutique wants to buy it, you have the ability to have that multiple income stream from this one design. And then I click download, let it do its thing. Now, before I go to Printify to start the process of creating the t-shirt, I'm actually going to create a mock-up of this. I'm going to put it onto the design onto a t-shirt and make the picture look great for it to stand out on Printify and Etsy. I want it to look good. So the easiest way for you to do this without having to put in a ton of work is go to Etsy and type in t-shirt mock-ups, and people sell them for a couple of dollars. Like the most I've spent is like 10 bucks. And that's going to help you stand out more to make it for people to understand what it's going to look like on a t-shirt. So I'm sharing. See, this is somebody already did this. So I'm going to open this with Canva. It's going to pop it open for me. And then we're going to edit it. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. I want you to have the biggest advantage when you're doing print on demand. I don't want you to just have the basic pictures that you'll see Printify just automatically give you when you create a product in Printify. They're going to give you basic pictures so people can kind of understand what it's going to look like. But when you have these mock-ups already done, that's going to be something that's going to stand out to other people. So now this is in here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to upload and I'm going to upload file. And then I want to go to the one that says coffee with one in parentheses because that's going to be the transparent one because we saved the regular file first. So the one with the one in parentheses, that's going to be the transparent file. That's what we want. And when you look at it uploading, you see how it kind of has checkers behind it, whereas these are just regular pictures. That tells you that it has the transparent background. And this is the way it shows up. That's why you want it to be transparent. And I know this is not the best design. I don't plan on selling this, but I wanted this to just kind of be something that I could show you to make it work for this process. So you're going to put it on here and it's kind of just, I always go off the middle so you can see what it looks like. Look how perfect it fits in there. And you can get the idea of what this product is going to look like with this mock-up. This is why you want to do mock-ups. So I always do mock-up 1, download. You don't have to do anything fancy with this one. You just save it as a regular photo. Once it's completed, I'll close that, close this, and then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to pick a couple of different colors. I like this one. This one's super cute. So I'm going to open this one with Canva and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do a couple of mock-ups for you to see the process so you can see me do it and load them into Printify when we go to create our product here in a minute. Because that's the next step. Once you have your mock-ups created, you're going to come over to Printify and you're going to create your product to get it live on your Etsy shop. So before you start this process, if you don't have an Etsy shop, you want to go do that. Okay, so now we're going to come over here to uploads. The picture's already here. So now we just have to plop it over here, kind of pull it in the middle. There it is. Okay, this is kind of cute. Mock-up 2. Download. Let it save. And then you're going to come over here to Printify. When you're on your main Printify, as you can see, I have my Etsy shop linked already. I can do another video about that if I need to, but it's really super simple. Once you have you're going to go to Etsy, create your Etsy account, and then you're going to come to printify.com. It's free. And then you're just going to follow the prompts that it gives you to create your account, and it'll automatically ask you to link your Etsy shop. And you'll link it. It'll do everything for you. It walks you through it. It's super simple. So once you're logged in and you have everything connected, it's going to usually bring you to the home screen. And then you can come over here and you can click catalog. And this, I want t-shirts. So I'm going to click t-shirts. I'm going to close that up. Now, this is where you pick the t-shirt design person that you want to create your t-shirts. You're designing it, but they're making it. They're supplying it, they're printing it, they're mailing it, they're doing everything for you. You are just creating the design. So I always go to the best sellers and then I look at the pricing. I try to be as cheap as possible to give myself more room to have profit, but also still be cheaper. Obviously, I don't want it to be a $14 shirt because then my price has to be at least $17, $18 for a t-shirt to make any type of profit. This is $7. So I can price the t-shirt at 12 bucks and make a decent profit and it still be a cheap buy for the consumer. So I'm going to click this one. And it's going to give you the basic information about the t-shirt. And you're going to click here and click Start Designing. It's going to take a second. And then as you're going to see, it's going to pop this up there to show you where it would be, all the things that are going to be on the t-shirt. So now we want to come over here and click Upload, My Device, and you're going to take your transparent background. It's going to add the file to your library. You're just going to give it a second. And then it's going to pop over here. And you can kind of move it around a little bit. You keep it within the parameters that they give you. And then come over here and select variants. It's going to give you the option to have multiple colors. So we had multiple colors with our mock-up. So that's going to give us the ability to kind of show them, hey, this is what this would look like. And it'll give you kind of an idea of what it looks like when you click it. So you can decide, I don't really like that. That doesn't look cute. What do you like? What do you not like? Those kinds of things. So when you're using pink like that, obviously the reds look awful. The pinks are not going to look the greatest. Sometimes the chocolate brown color doesn't look that great either. I try to stick with colors that I like, but it's just play around with it, see what kind of things you like. I'm a dark girly, but again, it's just going to depend on the color of the font in the picture that you use, what is going to look good. That's why I like that it pops it over to the screen so you can see, that's kind of ugly. Ooh, I kind of like that. You know, it's going to take you a little bit to get used to it. Once you play with this and do this a lot, it's going to be a lot easier. Okay. I've picked the ones I like. I'm going to click Save Product. And if you have something that goes on the back, you would just throw it to the back as well. Now, as you can see, they already have the mock-ups here for you. These are their plain mock-ups that you can use if you want to. But when I go over to Etsy, I'm going to change them. I'm going to have those mock-ups and I'm going to plop them into Etsy to change what it looks like. But if you're just starting out, it's not a horrible thing to just have these mock-ups. It's okay to start out with just these. But you can, look at that. You can upload your own. So we're going to come over here and we're going to upload from device. We're going to click these two mock-ups that we made, or 3, or however many that you made. So we're going to upload one at a time. Last time it let me do 2. It doesn't want me to do 2 this time. And we're going to upload this one. Boom. We're going to leave them just like that because I like it. We're going to click Save Selection. And then it's going to kind of show you what it's going to look like. Make sure all of your mock-ups are in place. Oops. Okay, close. Why did it not? Let's clear all. That's why it didn't save it. You learn. Even I, after I've done this a lot, still boo-boo. It happens. And then you can see what it's going to look like. This is why you're going to want, when you do an actual product, you're going to want multiple mock-ups with different colors to show them what it's going to look like so you can match up with the colors that you selected to sell this product in. And then you're going to go through the listing details. You're going to want to change the title. This section is where you're going to need SEO. So you can leave this description as is. I like to leave this because I want to make sure that they have the information about the t-shirt, but you also want your input. You need the SEO keywords and the things that are going to stick out to people. So this is where you're going to use ChatGPT. You're going to go to ChatGPT and you're going to tell it to act like it is a social media guru that has 10 years plus experience with Etsy product sales. And you want it to help you create a description for an Etsy product, describe the product, and tell it to give you a fitting description that's going to catch attention, going to be searchable, highly searchable, and sell the product. And guess what? It's going to spit out a description that's going to have keywords. It's going to be filled with SEO. It's going to have all kinds of things that are going to stand out on Etsy because ChatGPT is already going to know Etsy standards, all of those things. It already has that stuff in its system and it knows that. And you're going to paste it right there in the description. You're going to come down and see if there's any tags. Look at that. Curious about enhancing SEO to increase your visibility. You can check out eRank. It's not free, but when you do the ChatGPT for the description, once you've done that, you can then go back in and ask it to, can you please also give me SEO tags to add to this listing? And it's going to give you tags to put right in here. You're going to go through this. You're going to check out the shipping, make sure it's good, because sometimes when you click these and you've got everything ready and you get to the shipping and their shipping costs are astronomical, abandon ship and go back and start over, pick another company and start again, because you don't want shipping that's really gonna like be $9 for one shirt. People aren't gonna purchase it. So you want to make sure it's a low cost. This $4.75 worldwide, 2 to 5 business days, 10 to 30 business days for international. Perfect, exactly what you want. And then you're going to go to pricing. And this is going to tell you production cost is going to be $9.69 for this shirt. With a 40% profit, it's going to tell you to price the shirt at $20. So if that's, you want a 40% profit between $8 to $10 per shirt, then you're going to list with that. If you wanted something different, you can go in here and you can say, okay, I don't really like that being that high. Let's go to a 25% margin. And then it's going to say, okay, your profit's going to be $3.87, retail price $15.48. And for me, that's a better place to sit. You may want a higher profit, but especially right now, when people are already struggling, you want them to purchase your product. So you don't want it to be some ridiculous price that's going to outprice them and they're not going to be able to do it. So that for me is perfect for me. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So now we're going to go back. We're going to go down. And we're going to go down here to the profit. And we're going to click select all, edit price, edit profit margin, and we're going to use the 25%. And we're going to click apply. And then we're going to come down here, make sure everything is good. Product visibility, you want to make sure that it's visible. You show all in stock. If it isn't out of stock, if it's out of stock, it'll let them know. You want to make sure it's showing all those things, that it has product title, description, mock-ups, color sizes, all of those things. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to click publish. And when you do that, it's going to send it over to your Etsy to publish it. So now you just have to go over to your Etsy store and click the publish button. It's going to copy exactly everything over here. It's telling me listing error because I let my Etsy store lapse and I just forgot about it because I haven't listed anything in months. But what your next step would be is you're going to log into your Etsy and you're going to go to your store and click my products. And it's going to be sitting right there. It's going to look just like this. And it's going to say that it's not listed. And you just click it and publish it. You're good to go. Like everything that you do here in Printify goes right over to Etsy. It does the work for you. Etsy collects the payments. And as soon as someone orders, they collect the payment. They notify Printify and they send Printify the $9.89 that it costs for them to make that shirt. And then Etsy saves the profit for you. Printify then generates the order, starts creating it, ships it out. And once Etsy sees that that product has been shipped and taken care of, then they release the funds to you. You don't have to do anything after that point. So you create it in Canva, you make your mockups, you list it in Printify, and you click a button in Etsy, and your shop is live. So you can get into this groove and be like, oh my God, I can go create. You literally can create dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of products. And as you can see, Printify has so many product options. This is their catalog. Men's clothing, women's clothing, kids' clothing, beauty, coffee. They have supplements, accessories, bags, socks, underwear, jewelry, pets, face masks, stationery, bathroom towels, mugs, candles, you name it, they have it. So if you love a design that you create, you can freaking put it on anything and sell, sell, sell. So I hope that this was helpful for you. And now you are able to understand the power that you have in your hands to create extra income. And I hope that you stick around and you learn more of different side hustles that are out there for you to do. If you have any questions at any time, please reach out to me on social media. Follow me on Facebook. Follow my Facebook group where I train, teach, and do all kinds of things at all times. It's Social Media Growth Community on Facebook. And I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.